So good evening, everybody. Oh, wow, that was easy. It is a true pleasure, an honor, a privilege to be here today speaking in front of you, almost closing the Congress. I know I have been introduced before, but every time I'm on stage, I prefer to introduce myself. I prefer to own my narrative, as they say, also because I'm not sure that everybody here knows me. So I want to share some pieces of me, hoping that maybe later you will also share with me some pieces of you and tell me about your ideas, your aspiration, your dreams, your vision for the Netherlands and for Europe. So my name is Francesca Romana D'Antuono. I am a European, born in Italy, living in Germany and loving the Netherlands. I am a woman, I'm a mom, I am a member of the LGBTIQ+ community, and I am the co-president of Zwolle Europa. And I was here this morning following the Congress to the extent that I could, because I don't really speak Dutch, listening to the debates that you had, you sharing opinions, you sharing what you think, also disagreeing, which I think is a good thing, because debating is what fuels democracy. And I thought, okay, when I'm going to be on stage, I'm going to share a bit what is happening in Zwolle Europa. Because I know that when you're busy making a difference in your town, in your community, in your constituency, it's also hard to follow up with everything. And so what has happened in Zwolle Europa? I mentioned before that I was listening to you debating, and now I see you all sitting here side by side and being one, because we are one, not only in Zwolle today, but in the Netherlands, in Europe, and even beyond. Tomorrow, Turkey goes to vote. And I want to share my love with all the Turks fighting for democracy and making their country and all the world better when they do so. And this is what we do. We fight for democracy. I was elected co-president of this fantastic organization in October 2021. And I had just become a mom. I had given birth 1 month before. I was exhausted, but also very excited. And I realized now that I had identified a bit my commitment to grow this little person that had just come to the world, with my commitment to vote as a tool to make the future and the present a better place. So in these almost 2 years, I saw Volt Greece. Volt Greece went from 7 members, 5, 10, meeting mainly online, to a foundation of a party in March with 400 members and volunteers, plus an elected officials who joined us. I saw us, and I want to stress the plural, passing legislation in the European Parliament to make the European elections more democratic. I saw Volt Slovensko creating a party in 2 weeks in a country that is infamously known to be part of the Visegrad bloc. So the Eurosceptics, those that want to leave, that want to defend, instead of open and innovate and progress together. In this mandate, we founded Volt Ukraine, which has a very special meaning in the year where war came back to Europe. It means that we all stand for security, for peace, for solidarity, and against tyranny. In this mandate, I also saw Zwolle Europa starting, and I know that some of you participate to it, so thank you, starting the biggest experiment of co-creation of a policy program that has ever been tried. Nobody does that. Political parties build their programs in small rooms, and then when election comes, they give it to the voters. We don't do that. We co-create together with citizens and with residents our political proposals because they belong to citizens and residents. And finally, I saw the organization Volta Europa going to a group of enthusiastic volunteers to an organization that is now scaling up. I started my mandate being a privileged person because I was among the 3 people that at the time were full-time and paid in Volta Europa, to now a prospected end of the year with 20 full-time paid people. If you imagine this in other settings, it's easy to see what a scale-up effort that meant. Apple took 2 decades to become relevant. Frankly, our trajectory looks better. And all of this, all these stories, all these people, thousands of people from across Europe, all the successes we've had, but also the failure. Failure is a precious thing. If you don't fail, you never learn. All of this for a shared vision of prosperity, of sustainability, of an equal Europe that can thrive and can really champion democracy. So, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we care and we believe. We believe that it is important to fight climate change because 2022 has been a record year for disaster caused by climate change. It means life of actual people. It means our communities being disrupted by that. We believe and we care, and we think that it's unacceptable, for example, to hear racist comments from parliamentarians in The Hague. We believe that if a typhoid outbreak happens in a ship that hosts refugees in Harlem, it means that the system is rotten. We believe and we care, and we fight together. So I have a longer speaking time, but I want to keep it short because then I would really like to maybe have a discussion with you. I want to share with you that I see you, I see what you're doing. I see your commitment. I see the hours, the days, the time that you spend with Volt as a tool for a better world, for a better present, a better future. I know that I thank you for every time you've gone out flyering, for every time you talked to a friend about Volt, for every time you participated to an event, and for every time you put your name on a list. Now, running and being elected is not everything. That's obvious. But I would like to make a deal with you. We are having a campaign that is going to be a super important moment, not only for us as an organization, but for Europe. So I know that some of you are thinking of running, and some others are doubtful. The deal that I would like to make is that in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're meeting in Bucharest for the European Congress of Volta Europa. And if you're thinking of running, think harder, and then we meet in Bucharest and we discuss. Because I know that it's also a scary thought to put your name out, that politics doesn't feel safe for a lot of us. But what we have is the power of the collective. We can build a network of mutual support, and we can be together in this journey. I promise you that it's going to be the most exciting adventure of your life. Thank you.
I just want to stand next to you for 20 seconds because it's a beautiful moment for me. And thank you for giving us all this good hope. and these great events that are happening in Europe. It's wonderful to hear. And I just wanted to say, I heard you speak the first time in 2021 in Lisbon, last year in Prague. It's always great to see you on stage. Thank you so much for coming all the way from Berlin. Francesca Romana D'Antuono.
Thank you.